It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. They've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. Guys, we know about the accolades Steph Curry has received as a player, the MVP.
Oh, say does.
The Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference and with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time.
Well, guys, look.
Thanks to Ye, and it's crucial that Cleveland keeps LeBron happy, one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Well, as we go deeper into the season, we see some teams, Chris, really start to shuffle things around with injuries. And what's it like playing on a team that is dealing with a lot of players that are injured?
It's frustrating. You don't know how much confidence to have in your team. You don't know what to believe in, what not to believe in. Rehabilitation is one of the most frustrating parts of playing in the game because it's boring, it's monotonous. You just continue to do the same thing every day. You start to feel kind of disconnected from your team, and you kind of start feeling down and bad. And so that feeling can become contagious on a team with injuries because you really honestly know that there's nothing else you can do but wait to heal. And so that's really frustrating. So being on a team with a lot of players injured is just frustrating. The only thing you can do is to encourage those players that are getting playing time to use this time to improve their game so that when everyone does come back, hopefully some good will come out of it.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thomas and Korver, the guard tandem. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. Curry outside from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Thomas kicks to Thompson. And Thomas, here we go. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And if you're the defense, good luck at trying to stay in front of Thomas. The little man, uncanny with his ability to penetrate and finish inside.
Basket, good.
He gets in a good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
On defense, Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in the hostile environment.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Shaq passes to Curry. They get it back. O'Neal. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
And Cavaliers fans have to be pleased with what the team got in exchange for Kyrie Irving. An all-star in Isaiah Thomas, a two-way starter in Crowder, and some talent for the future. I think they did well.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And the Cavs stuck to their guns in the trade negotiation. They wanted that 2018 draft pick, which is coming from the Nets. You never know what happens with LeBron this upcoming offseason. They got talent and depth to win now, but also a plan B if they need to rebuild. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Thomas with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Pass to LeBron. Now the dish to Love. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thomas. Rodman with the rebound. The Hawks leading. Out to the wing. Here's Wood. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
The screen from Thompson. Love with the screen for LeBron. Left side, Korver. Thomas outside. And it's Shaq with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Wood. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Cleveland.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
Larry Bird's checked in for Atlanta. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Wade's checked in. LeBron with the bucket. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
I tell you, how do you defend Curry on the catch and shoot? It's hard because he can hurt you from so many spots on the floor.
Love with the screen for Thomas. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Thomas got 6.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
They set the pick. Shaq dishing to Curry. Back to Shaq. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Shaq's got his second bucket of the night. The Cavaliers trailing. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. The drive by James. Love with a wide open look. No good with the triple. On its way from Curry for 2. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Oh, and you can't let Curry have that. Yet, what do you do to stop him?
From deep, James. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Hawks lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Well, here's Johnson. He had 10 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Iverson is out there with Johnson. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Bird. And it's Russell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Well, one thing I like about Ty Lue is at the same time he's a player's coach, he's also got the confidence to take charge. That's important on a team with star talent like the Cavs.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot who can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Green kicks to Thomas. Atlanta with the rebound. And Ty Lue not shy about holding his stars accountable.
No, he's not. He'll critique everyone from the 15th man up to LeBron. He still wants his players' input, asking his guys what works for them, what they're comfortable with.
Thomas a screen on Jordan. LeBron passes to Green. Larry Bird grabs the miss.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, this is low output for both teams. This is ugly. The defense is having their way so far.
Thomas against Iverson. Inside. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Wade. Wade's got his first points of the game. Johnson kicks to Russell. The Hawks working the ball around. A shot by Johnson, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Thomas kicks to James. Over Jordan. LeBron can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 4. Johnson attacking. Well, you look around the NBA and there are some incredible athletes. Chris, in your opinion, which players in the league right now are the most physically imposing when you see them in action?
3 people come to mind. First, DeAndre Jordan, just his size and stature, and then when you see him run like a little fella and jump with the best of them, it is so intimidating seeing him out there on that court. LeBron, I mean, you still might say he has the best basketball body ever, being that 6'7", 6'8" frame, whatever he goes by, with a bunch of muscle behind it, being able to use his quickness and strength to get to the post. You just have to love it. And then Antetokounmpo, one of the most unique players we've seen with his length, his size, Mr. Stretch Armstrong, but he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and I just think his unique body style and skill set makes him fun to watch as well. He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Green kicks to Randolph. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Randolph's got his first basket of the night.
That's his bread and butter. Randolph, a beast on the board.
Kicks it to Russell. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Russell's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Hawks. The Cavaliers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Green, the screen. Rose gets to Korver. Rose sets the screen for Korver. Shot clock at 6. 16 feet away. Rebound, Atlanta. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, and when your bench is putting up major points, makes the whole offense that much more difficult to defend. They went to blowout city.
And it's Rose missing.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
Iverson kicks to Jordan. Now the pass to Johnson. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Randolph dishes to James. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the way in. LeBron's got 8 points.
And James likes pulling out the floater from time to time. Such a soft touch close to the basket.
Pass to Iverson. Foul on the play, basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. James. A shot missing. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Thanks, shots. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had the day off. Should have got our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, we'll be fine.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and chop.
And that wraps up halftime.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a come. The Hawks leading by 12. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Cleveland, Thomas and Korver, the guard tandem. LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. The screen from Thompson. For 3, Love. Not going to go that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Wood with the bucket.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
We know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, you know, Chris, the points are always there for him.
Well, look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant gets overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Checked in for Kyle Korver. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jordan.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Thompson, a screen on Curry. That's a pick by Love. Thomas with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Love the pass to James. Over Durant, just 4 to shoot. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 19. And Chris, in your playing days, you had to deal with media answering questions. Now you're on the other side of that. You're asking the questions. What was your view of the media then, and has that changed at all?
My view of the media then was watch what you say, because they will take the smallest soundbite and turn it into the title of the article, and if you don't read the article, you will not see that it had anything to do with what was written. So always be cautious, and of course they're good members of the media, but you can always get gotten. I still feel the same way. that you just need to be honest, respect the process, but make sure that you understand that the interviewer is doing their job, and it would be a great notch in their belt to use one of your quotes as a gotcha moment. And so I just think you just have to be careful and make sure that you're prepared for the interview. But no, it hasn't changed, and hopefully, Kev, like yourself, I could bring some levity to it and some honesty to it and have some fun. Because at the end of the day, I'm a fan of all these guys. I know how hard they had to work to get to this moment. I know the ups and the downs of it. I've experienced the highs and the lows, and so I'm really just kind of going through it with them as opposed to trying to prove any points or have a dog in any race. So, no, I'm not paying the media has changed. It's a lot of good people, but you got to just respect the process.
But I like what you said, Chris. You've always been honest, and that's kind of been your label. You've been very honest with your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier just to do that, especially when I'm passionate about something. I definitely try to
make stuff
be honest
up.
about. Yeah, just make some stuff up. Yeah.
Nice. He snuck a hand in there. That's the great anticipation he brings on the offensive glass. I mean, they just look totally disengaged out there. Seems like they've given up on this one.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Russell, he's checked in for Shaq. McHale comes in for Rodman. Bird, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Hardaway is subbed in for Steph Curry. Jeff Green is checked in for Cleveland. This Cavaliers squad is struggling. Outside Thomas, looking to end his cold spell. Nice D from Russell.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Green. That one doesn't go. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Hawks ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Cavaliers shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. McHale is out there with Bird. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Russell. And it's Hardaway in at the one spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Look at that focus from Korver inside. He has a nice soft touch when he's in close next to the basket.
Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
It's the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Thomas kicks to Green. Back to Thomas. Chris, we've seen video review get introduced into the NBA and tweaked as we go along, refining it, polishing it off. And at this point, would you like to see video review expanded even further? Or do you think it's in a good spot where it stands right now?
I think it's in a good spot right now. I'm sure if I had time to think about it, there are areas in which you want to go to. But if you really think about it, I mean, the game is supposed to be spur of the moment. It's supposed to be just players free-flowing and playing. And you don't want to make the game slower by going to officiating video every single time. Right now, I don't think you should do it on charges and blocks, which is probably one of the most controversial calls in the game. I think where we have it now is good because it gives a balance, and right now we do not need the game to lengthen in any way, if anything, shorten. And I think adding anything more to refereeing and videos, I think would just make the game last long.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Love with the screen for Wade. Thomas a screen. Shot from free throw range. That's short off the rim. Hawks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Jordan kicks to Hardaway. It's stolen by Korver. To the inside. Hardaway with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Bird. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean,
That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there. That's just the vision of Thomas, spotting the open man and delivering the ball on time and on target.
Hardaway kicks to Jordan. Back to Hardaway. Off target from outside. Cavaliers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Wade misses. Atlanta's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Jordan the screen. Thomas against Hardaway. Inside. Here's Jordan. Here's McHale. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Atlanta.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Steph Curry.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, I mean, all day long.
And Isaiah Thomas, a dynamite scorer, even though he's in a small package. Chris, how much does his lack of size hold him back at the defensive end?
Well, that's when your teammates have to come in and support you. Defense is a team effort, not just an individual effort. And so, fortunately, they're stocked with other defenders that can help him out on the defensive end. Well, how about Isaiah Thomas making his second All-Star game last season? I mean, many people felt he should have been a starter. The fan vote ended up early and giving it to Kyrie Irving and DeMar DeRozan instead, but terrific season for Isaiah Thomas.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Russell. Kevin Durant comes in for Bird. And Wood subbed in for Michael Jordan.
When you look at Isaiah Thomas, I think when it's all said and done, he'll go down as one of the all-time great scorers under 6 feet in history. I mean, you might say he's already there.
And stolen by Fry. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
One shot on the lane.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Hardaway with a wide open look. The Hawks again can't hit. Smith dishes to Thomas. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
A great event coming right up, the Rising Stars Challenge. Welcome to 2K Sports. I got the big diesel here, got the jet. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll be watching the Stars playing against the Elites. A look at the future of the NBA as we get to see the very best rookies and second-year players taking center stage. There's going to be some fierce competition.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Stars. All out there with Wood. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Isaac in at the three.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Hield can't hit.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Yep, that one goes.
And there's no question he was going to be playing in this game because as far as a first or second-year player goes, he's about as impactful as any in the league.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's quickly become one of his team's most important players. For most guys, that can take years, but it's happened really fast for him.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Paul, the shot misses. Now the Elites take it the other way. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
We talked about what a fun time he's had getting to know the young talents who comprise this roster of Rising Stars. He said they're just really good kids who possess the drive to succeed. We'll be seeing them in the main game soon enough. Kevin?
Thanks, David. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
And the Stars leading by 4 to the middle from 10 feet out. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Embiid sets the pick for Smith. Bangs home the trifecta. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's excellent movement from Smith in the pick and roll. Really cunning and crafty. And excellent decision-making in these sets.
Here's Wood. Tries a 3. Unable to get that one. Now the Elites take it the other way. Smith outside, and it's Markkanen top of the key. Hield gets to Embiid. Out to Smith. Embiid sets the pick for Smith. 4 on the clock. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, Smith makes you pay when he gets inside. Despite not being that big, he's got a lot of game in the paint.
And Simmons slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now here's Ingram. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He took good advantage of that screen.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Here's Hield. And again, it's the elites with a three.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They set the pick. Ball, the pass to Wood. Fires for three. The shot, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Elites lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, to the Rising Stars Challenge. Where the
and not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
This is how the floor looks for the Stars starting the second. They've got Mitchell, Valentine out there with Bell. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Sabonis in at the 5.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Mitchell, no good that time. The elites go the other way with it. Now here's Tatum. Dunn kicks to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the elites.
No easy chore keeping the 7-footer off the glass. Embiid crashing with intentionality.
There's a screen. Here's Mitchell. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And there's the feed to Valentine. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Valentine's got his first 2 points of the night. Brown outside. Kicks it to Tatum. Labissiere with the screen for Tatum. The shot that time, not on target.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
That one's good, and the elite lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Bell. Dunn kicks to Embiid. Labissiere, the screen. They set the screen. The dish now to Tatum. Second chance shot, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 6.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. The elites leading by 6. Pass to Tatum. High post, Embiid.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
You know, you got to love watching Embiid play the game because he has such great passion and really a drive to be great.
The elites making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Simmons checked in for the Stars. Money comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Embiid drops them both. The Stars trail by 8. Wood kicks to Valentine. Passes it to Mitchell. Off the pick. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
From 13, the Elites with another miss.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
Valentine dishes to Simmons. And the rebound goes to the Elites. Dunn kicks to Tatum. Up top, Hernan Gomez. Tries from 10, and he knocks down the jumper. Dunn's got the lead up to 8 now for the Elites.
And you got to love the concentration of Dunn, guys. Nailing the shot right in the defender's face.
36 seconds left in the first half. Mitchell passes to Simmons. Over Hernan Gomez. Simmons missing again. The Elites leading by 8. To the right side. Dunn dishes to Tatum. Here's Embiid. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here's Simmons. To the paint. Here's Wood. Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, incredible effort on defense. Refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing easy.
And we finished one half of basketball. The Elites on top, up 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside this sold-out arena. We are rocking and rolling. The Rising Stars game has become such a special part of All-Star Weekend. We couldn't have a better showcase for the incredible players that are just getting their NBA careers underway. Just think of all the plays that these young players have in front of them.
Well, this game is always a lot of fun, right? So much talent on the floor. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Obviously, the format of this game and these teams together has changed from time to time, which never changes the excitement of the crowd.
We've been watching these young guys develop all season, sharpening their skills with and against veterans. Tonight, we're getting to see them.
Welcome back to the Rising Stars Challenge, a showcase for the up-and-coming star. The Elites leading by 8. Ingram is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then there's Embiid. And it's Smith in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for the Elites. Embiid the screen. Here's Hield. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's ball in the corner. And so it looks like it'll still be the Stars' ball. Outside, Simmons. Down low. Out of bounds. The Elites take possession.
You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. Needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
A basket here would push their lead to double digits.
Yeah, looking in control at this point.
Three-pointer, Hield gets the three-pointer to fall. Hield's got the first bucket of the third here for the Elites. Simmons with it. 8 points for him. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
I tell you what, when Simmons is taking it strong to the rack, he's looking for the contact and the foul. I love his aggressiveness.
The Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second.
Boy, the athleticism that Simmons has is downright scary. I mean, remarkable the talent this man has and the potential, I think, to be a multi-time All-Star.
And it's Ingram missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Simmons against Embiid. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, I tell you, how about the passion of Simmons? Man, just sticking with it on the glass.
Here's Embiid. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
So timeout called here, the first for the Stars.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
The Stars making a switch here. Bell's checked in.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over ball. And that one comes up a bit short. The Stars trail by 10 inside.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
Traps in the tray.
And, you know, really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. You got to get a hand up, but he's going to bury it every time.
Bell with a screen on Smith. Off the pick. Bell's shot is good. Bell's got his second basket.
And, you know, he's kind of come out of the blue this season. Nobody expected to see him playing at such a high level.
Almost as though his game developed overnight. I mean, he might have been flying under the radar coming into the season, but that's no longer the case.
Smith kicks to Hield. No good from outside. The Stars trail by 9. Here's Wood. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Ingram passes to Embiid. There's the pick. On the wing, Hield. Back to Embiid. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter. The pass to Wood. It's good from long range.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Embiid the screen. Smith kicks to Embiid. In the corner, it's Hield. Off the pick. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Ingram, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Wood kicks to Ball. Another 3 for the Stars.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hands.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Elites lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we now return to the Rising Stars Challenge. A great... Fourth quarter on the court for the Stars. We've got Valentine, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Wood. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. That one's good, and the elite lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Simmons. Brown outside. At the top of the key, Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Brown. Shot clock reset for the Elites. To the left side wing. And here is Dunn. Labissiere, the screen. Tatum. And the 3 ball is good. And the Elites lead by 6.
And, you know, Tatum has a motor that's always revved up, and he's excellent at using screens.
Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Labissiere.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Brown no good on the free throw.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
It's hauled in by Brown. The Elites leading by 8. Here's the 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Out to the right wing. Here's Wood. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
Feeds it to Tatum. Pass to Labissiere. Left side, Brown.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
The Stars trail by 6. They set the screen. Wood kicks to Simmons. Over Labissiere. Simmons missing again.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Dunn passes to Hernan Gomez. From the baseline. The Stars with the rebound. Pushing it up. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Another 3 for the Stars.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Left side, Brown. Lets it go from the wing. The Elites with another miss.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Just a touch. I mean, it seems like he's forcing shots a little bit to me, Greg. Not playing his game right now, and with every miss, the pressure intensifies.
Timeout called, the Elites. They're up by 1. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And it's a completely new group for the Elites. From 10 feet out and out of bounds as the Stars gain possession. So it's the Stars now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Here's Embiid, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Ball kicks to Wood. He feeds it to Simmons. Shoots over Markkanen. That one rolling around and rims out.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And it's the Stars the other way. Pass to Wood. It falls!
Wow, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Shot from 12. Simmons missing again.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Now a timeout called by the Stars. They're trailing by 1. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
Oh, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
So it's the...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA three-point contest on 2K Sports. Can't wait for this. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. What an incredible feat.
All-star action is on the menu tonight. This is Kevin Hart, and so will see James Harden. 60 seconds to go through 5 racks. The last ball on each rack is worth 2, and the last one is all money balls.
And those 9 money balls are critical. They represent more than half of the 34 possible points. So you have to be at your best here down the stretch.
There's no time to waste in this competition. The clock is ticking, and it's ticking fast.
Yeah, but as a shooter, you don't want to keep peeking at the clock in between shots. You've got to keep that time in your head.
8 points. 9 points.
Oh, Harden's starting to feel it.
That's 4 misses in a row. Now with 11. Can't get the money ball. Not just 13. Up to 15 now. Ran out of time on the money rack. He comes away with a total of 15 points. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
And he made 3 out of 9 money balls, missing out on a lot of extra points.
And here we go with C.J. McCollum.
And one thing about the three-point contest is you can really see how the pressure builds as it goes along. In the first 20 years of this event, only 5 winners topped the 20-point mark in the final round.
Yeah, but I think as the three-point shot has evolved, we're seeing more and more guys shoot it with consistency, so you want to get into a good rhythm here to start.
Now with 6. 2 racks to go. 9 points. 10 points on the board. He's made all but 1 of his money balls. Now 14. And that puts him in first place. And he buries his 5th in a row. He collects 22 points. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
Yeah, you just needed to get warmed up a little bit in that round, and he got his misses out of the way early and then caught fire.
So it'll be Kyle Lowry here.
You can't let misses get to you here. There's no time to feel sorry for yourself. Shoot, 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 and shoot some more.
Exactly. That clock is ticking. You've got to forget about it. You can't change it. Just concentrate on the now.
Gets the money ball. 6. Drains the money ball. He's got 9. 10 points on the board.
Nice finish. Well done.
Make that 14. Good for second. He tallies 18 points. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Money balls, so critical to knock down in this competition, and he gets 6 out of 9.
And here we go with Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver, a terrific three-point shooter. Led the league in three-pointers made in 2005 with 226 of them.
You know, he was born in California, raised in Iowa. His mom was a great basketball player.
Excellent factoid. Again from you, Kevin.
He needs at least 15 here to stay alive.
And that's pretty respectable, but if he's anywhere close to his best, guys, I think without a doubt it's good.
6 more points to stick around.
3 racks down, 2 to go.
He needs 3 more points.
Nothing to it as Korver has got it flown.
1 more to stay alive.
That's exactly the score he needed to get himself into 3rd place and secure a spot in the finals. Rock solid shooting down the stretch.
He tallies 18 points. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
He stayed on a very even keel from one rack to the next. Never let himself slip into a cold streak.
So we'll see Kyrie Irving.
You know, I feel like guys sometimes start to drift off mentally deep in a round.
And that's a very good point. Your ability to focus and maintain some consistency with your rhythm oftentimes determines who wins and who loses.
Nice. Drains the money ball. No good with this 4th in a row.
Has to get a strong finish here. This is where he needs to show that clutch instinct. Starting to freeze up a bit.
Off target with his 8th in a row. Oh, and he will not advance to the next round, Clark.
Going to just finish out the string here.
Yeah, just not enough.
Finishes with 11. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
At his worst point, he failed to convert 12 straight shots. I mean, the more misses you run up, the harder it becomes to snap out of.
And so here's Fournier now. As the final shooter in this round, he knows just what he has to do here. To advance, he's going to need at least 18 points. No easy task here. Pressure's on. Now with 4.
Decent start here.
He's up to 7. 8 points. He could have taken more from that rack, only got 2 points. He's got to finish strong. He's got 10, 11 on the board. Chalk it up, his 4th in a row. Down to the money rack.
6 more and he advances.
Well, guys, that's it. He's out of it. He can't make up the difference, Clark, at this time.
Nope, too far behind, but he'll finish up anyway.
Yeah, and I think he definitely gave it his best, just not enough in the take there.
He posts a score of 14. McCollum's got the bar set pretty high for himself in the finals after blowing away the competition in the first round, guys.
And I think we've seen an outstanding competition so far. I mean, the scores have been tremendous.
Excellent shooting, really across the board. This has been high-quality stuff.
So it'll be Kyle Lowry here. He's got to improve on his score from the last round if he wants to have a shot to win it.
You know, he got the crowd behind him a little bit when he got it going in the first round. That's still got to be giving him some positive thoughts, I'm sure.
And you know what? He may not even be thinking about the last round anymore. This round is a perfectly clean slate for him and everybody else.
He's got 12. Good for 13. Money ball, no good. Up to 15 now. Make it 17. He finishes the round with 17 points. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
And he managed to hit 4 money balls. Not terrible, but could have been better.
And here we go with Kyle Korver.
It's crucial to stay as loose and as relaxed and as comfortable as possible heading into the round.
Yeah, you know, that's a great point. Oftentimes, if you allow any tension to creep into your routine, it is hard to get into a good rhythm.
Great stuff. Coolly knocks down his 5th straight. Can't get the money ball.
8 more points and he'll tie things up.
Gets the money ball. 6 points more to tie it up. He's got 12. Good for 13. Now he gets the money rack. 4 more points and it's time. Hits for 15. Now with 17. A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
And here we go with C.J. McCollum. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals?
18 points to go ahead. 17 points the score to beat.
Now with 4.
This is trouble.
5 points now. 6. He's up to 7. 5 big points on that rack alone. 8 more points for him to tie it up. Oh, boy.
7 points away from the win.
Not just 13. Up to 15 now. 17 on the board. He finishes the round with 17 points. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
And he knocked down 5 out of the 9 money balls. Pretty good.
So it'll be Kyle Lowry here. He's got 30 seconds here to put up as many points as he can. 1 point. 2 points. He comes away with 4 points on that rack. He's got 5. Now with 6. Chalk it up. His 4th in a row. Coolly knocks down his 5th straight. An 11-point round for him there. And here we go with Kyle Korver. 30 seconds back on the clock. Can he do better? Makes his first there. That's 2. Now 3 points.
Well, he handled that rack well.
Coolly knocks down his 5th straight. 7 points. Now 8 points.
Hot right out of the gates.
11 points. 12 for him. Good for 13. And he's got 15 points when the round ends. And here we go with C.J. McCollum. Pressure's on. He's got 30 seconds to top the score and come away the champ. Makes his first there. That's 2. Now 3 points. Can't get the money ball. 4 points. He's got 5. Can't get the money ball. 6. 7 points. He closes out the round with 8 points. And now with everything said and done, one man has staked his claim to the trophy. This year's three-point contest.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA Dunk Contest. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is a field of some of the most gifted physical athletes the NBA has to offer. And they put a ton.
Welcome to All-Star action, everyone. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tonight, we bring you the dunk contest, the greatest aerial display the NBA has to offer.
And when you have this kind of talent and everybody wants to have a good time, you know it's going to be a show.
Indeed, Clark. I mean, and who doesn't love the dunk contest? I mean, it's always one of the most anticipated events of the year.
What do we got going on here, Clark?
Oh, yeah, the toss was off.
Not that time.
Off the mark.
Yeah, he was falling away from the
target.
basket,
Yep,
which is
off
tough.
target.
We've talked
really
about
hard.
that.
Yep.
Second to the stage, looking to make an impression with his first. It's good holding on to that rim, vaulting up there a little bit.
Yeah, but that takes away when you grab onto the goal.
Yeah, that's kind
kind of cheating.
Yeah. All right, okay, all right. I buy it. I buy it. You just sold it.
Yeah, that takes a little edge off.
So far, some solid dunks, Clark. Nothing, though, that's really...
He really cranked that one.
Double clutch it, yeah. Took it down off the catch and then got it below his knees. I like that. Good elevation, timing.
Batting cleanup, he's looking to close out the first round of dunks with a bang.
That was wicked. That was wicked. The self-toss, catch it through your leg, and on the way down, you pound.
Does that look like the East? Chris has got a decent lead going for him as round one, so it'll be money right here. All right, Clark, he's up for his second dunk right here.
And Kevin, I think he needs something really strong and good this time around. That first one was not memorable.
No, was it his best? But we all know with his athletic ability, he can go to a whole nother level.
Well, let's see what happens here.
He elevated, but nothing happened after.
Yeah, you can see that. Lost it on the transfer.
Back to our second dunk. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, he just took it off. Just took it right off his head almost.
Look at that.
And then, did he go through his legs?
Did
he go through his legs after he took it off his prop's head?
But jumped over the guy.
Oh, he jumped over. It was actually in one motion. In one motion, as he jumped over him, he was so high.
The third dunker in the lineup. He's lining up for dunk.
Oh, that was mad. Because he had to go up and under. He cupped it. Oh, tremendous body command. Now that just looks sweet.
Yeah.
If I was grading that was the up and under. So that was like a little bit of a roller coaster.
Finishing our second cycle through the dunk. All right, Clark.
This was like a long jump because he had to go to the other side of the goal, Kevin. The ball bounces on one side, he picks it up, and he went through.
Chris has got a battle here with three guys not giving it, so it'll be money right here. We're back to the top of the lineup, third and final dunk. And here he comes with another one. Where'd that come from? Where did you get that?
He go through the legs or around the back there.
Through the legs?
Yeah, it was through the legs, spinning away.
Yeah, through the legs and over your shoulder. To grandmother's house we come.
Yeah.
He's in position right now. And so here we go. All right, that's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
through the
nice.
legs again, flying in.
Yep.
Taking it off the prop.
That is nice.
His head at the rim.
Real sweet. Tough ankle.
Second from last, his final dunk of the night. All right, Clark.
Here we go.
Oh, you saw that? Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
I did too. Yep. Look at that. He's got the honors of being the final dunker of the night.
Goes through a ball here.
Watch it. Sure, look at that. Oh, he did a little moonwalk. He moonwalked.
Cartwheels through a ball. He had two of them.
And now, time to reveal this year's dunk contest champion.
And once again, the dunk contest didn't let us down.
And Clark, the fans just came out of their seats time after time.
And it's been a joy to be here to witness some of the incredible dunks we've seen. Unbelievable athleticism. And to share with everyone here and watching at home.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And one of the epic nights in the NBA, we welcome you to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the West All-Stars playing against the East All-Stars. The finest collection of basketball talent in the world.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And it's Davis missing.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately, they came up empty.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
It certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
And there was no effort on behalf of the defense. None. I mean, the shooter has to be upset with himself for missing that shot.
Now the feed to Cousins. Davis sets a screen. Leonard kicks to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Leonard again missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
James. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. West All-Stars still look like they're getting going. Searching for their first points of the game. Harden, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
East All-Stars on defense. Nobody near Leonard. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3-ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Drummond. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Davis sets a screen. Leonard attacking. A second chance effort. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
The kick out to Irving. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Cousins dishes to Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
And James Harden is clearly an MVP caliber talent. No doubt about that. A triple-double threat who really is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
And so he makes both from the line.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
Curry passes to Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the West All-Stars. Outside Curry. Nobody near Irving. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
The three from Harden, nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 5. And we reach the end of the first quarter. East All-Stars lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Yeah. Living like
A great event unfolding. 1 quarter of basketball already played. And welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Hayward out there with Porzingis. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Lowry. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, down low. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. Now here's Hayward, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Hayward kicks to DeRozan. The rebound by Paul George. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game. And you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Marc Gasol.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work. Every All-Star game, you can count on it. You're going to see some heart-stopping plays. That was another one.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And here's the break. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. McCollum outside. Dishes it to George. Here's Paul. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Paul's got his first basket.
No problem at all operating in the paint for Chris Paul. He shoots an excellent percentage, even down there amongst the trees.
Connects from three-point range.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You gotta love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I agree with you. I mean, they just look comfortable out there, taking what the defense gives them and then capitalizing with no real problem at all.
The West All-Stars have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw good from George.
Man, competitive spirit of George. It's one of the reasons that he's so special as a player. He's overcome a bunch of adversity, which I think has fortified him as a leader on his team and also one of the best two-way players in the game.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Now here's Hayward. 5 points in the game. From 11 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Whiteside's got the lead up to 9 now for the East All-Stars. McCollum kicks to George. 17-foot shot on the way.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Big group substitution here for the East. Andre Drummond's checked in for Whiteside. LeBron comes in for Porzingis. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Green. Leonard comes in for George. And it's James Harden in for C.J. McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. Hits the front of the rim and out. Leonard's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And that one's good. James.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Paul kicks to Leonard. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And I like the timing, Kevin, that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Now, here is Harden. He has 5. He got right to the cup using that screen. Harden's got 7 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Davis sets a screen. Paul kicks to Leonard. Shot off the screen. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the East All-Stars looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this sold-out arena packed to the gills with fans, we are glad to have you join us. I'm Ernie Johnson. This is Kenny the Jet Smith right there. Shaquille O'Neal getting them all
riled
up. Yeah.
I love this show, Ernie.
Oh, yeah.
And we love the fans, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, a great game so far, guys, but it appeared to be the East All-Stars who were having the most fun out there. And they're sitting on a nice advantage heading into the second half. The West may buckle down and get a little more serious as they try to cut into that lead after halftime.
Well, you never know what you're going to get out of this game. There's a lot of talent on the West side. Obviously, great shooters, great scorers. But the East is putting a whooping on them. I think they came over here and took the belt off my slacks. Just a lot more physical, powerful athletes. They're showing what traditional Eastern Conference basketball is all about. Can I have my belt back?
Well, these guys come to the All-Star Weekend for the enjoyment of it. But when the games start, it's really about showcasing your talents. And then there's a point in the game where everyone says, you know what? Pride kicks in. I got to win. And the competition comes out.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
Welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, we always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, we got Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Harden, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Now here's Harden. He's got 7.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And here's Leonard, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
And, Greg, that's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Now here's LeBron. He has 6. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
It's the West All-Stars ball. 17-point game. And Cousins kicks to Harden. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Shoots from the baseline. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And that one's good. Drummond.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. For the three. Tries again. And it's the East with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Curry. Drummond dishes to Curry. For the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Kicks it to Cousins. There's a screen. Cousins with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Leonard attacking, and here's Harden for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Harden's got 10.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
No coverage that time. Irving's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the East All-Stars. Here's Westbrook. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Andre Drummond. Hayward comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And John Wall subbed in for Curry. Jokic is checked in for the West. Paul George comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Harden hits them both. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Wall passes to LeBron. Ball's knocked loose. And the West All-Stars have possession. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. So for the West, Green comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And McCollum subbed in for James Harden. .59 seconds left to play here in the third. Irving kicks to Porzingis. Here's Wall. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
You know, Wall's done a nice job, in my opinion, of improving his mechanics with his shot. It's not quite a pure release, but much, much better than it was a couple of seasons ago. And he's really become effective from the mid-range area.
And here's the East. They're on a 16-7 run. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The East All-Stars have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Paul's checked in for Russell Westbrook. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Paul kicks to McCollum. He dishes it to George. Wall against Paul. Fades. East grabs the miss. Irving dishes to James. Now here's Wall over Paul. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the East All-Stars, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Here's George. LeBron James is out there with Porzingis. And it's Wall, and it's Hayward, and it's Irving at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Yeah, nice unselfishness by George, zipping the ball to one of his guys as soon as he sees him open to get the shot off.
And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
Irving kicks to Wall. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
Now here's Green. Outside, George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LeBron James. And referee play review is something that is still relatively new in the NBA. Clark, do you think it should be expanded?
I think we should continue to modify and refine it and be careful to not look to overdo it. But we also want to make sure we're using it productively and prudently. So modify it, refine it, evaluate it each year, and try to make really good use of it in the areas where it can be most effective in enhancing the calls that are made in the game.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Whiteside's checked in for Porzingis. DeRozan comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Lowry in for John Wall. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Gasol comes in for Jokic. Davis is subbed in for Draymond Green. Now, here is Irving. The wide open look here for DeRozan. From outside, off the mark. Paul kicks to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Irving against McCollum. Offensive rebound. LeBron's shot is good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
All-Stars with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Whiteside. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Then for the West All-Stars, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Gasol. Leonard comes in for George. And James Harden subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Irving. The shot, no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Stops, pops, and that one goes long.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And it's Leonard missing.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Shot left block. He gets it in there. Drummond's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Harden up top, covered by Irving, and the basket by Harden.
And Harden is so efficient as a scorer. When he gets room down low, he's very good at burying these shots.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They trail by 21. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue he had a couple of great candidates here, but he deserved it. New players in now for the East. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Cousins. Jokic comes in for Davis. George is checked in for Leonard. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Chris Paul.
And always a bonus to have a point guard who can dunk the basketball. Wall has great initiative when it comes to rising up and throwing it down.
George with the bucket.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Whiteside, good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
It's good.
Hey, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap. Talk about bringing it. Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
Back to McCollum. He feeds it to Towns. Over Whiteside, and Towns gets it to go.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, Russell. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next